Would y'all want to see a new Aaliyah movie?
If it wasn't for Tony, oh.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. I have another interesting topic, and this is a topic I've always wanted to talk about. But when y'all know, when the first Aaliyah movie came out on Lifetime, I don't like saying her name and Lifetime in the same sentence, but you know, for this video, I will. When that first movie came out, I wasn't really making videos, so I couldn't give my opinion on it. But just know that video would have been quite a video. But over the years, over the last 5 years, I've been really thinking about it. I'm like, what if they were to make a new Aaliyah movie? Because I feel like she really deserves a real official movie made about her life. Not nothing thrown together, not nothing that Wendy Williams just wanted to attach herself to. Because you know, out of all these movies, for some reason, that movie is one she wanted to attach herself to, and look how it turned out. It was horrible. The movie was trash. It should have never been made. We all know that. It's time that she really gets a movie she deserves. Something that 10, 20 years from now, people can go back and look at like, oh, that Aaliyah movie is on TV. For example, like the Selena movie. Like, What's Love Got to Do With It? Tina Turner. Or, you know, the Jackson 5 miniseries. Movies, The Temptations. Things like that, where it's like those historic movies where you can always look back on them years later and be like, oh, okay, like it's a classic. It's a historic biopic. Aaliyah really deserves that, to me. You know? With this new Aaliyah movie that's going to be made, what changes would y'all like to be seen in it? Or what changes would y'all like to be implemented in the movie, you know? Because it's like, the movie on Lifetime had so much wrong with it. We not going to get into it. Y'all know, if y'all seen it, y'all know. The movie was so bad, they made a meme out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a joke. It was the biggest joke on Twitter that year. Like, the movie, that's how... Let me relax. Let me relax. But on to what I was saying. We need Rashad and Diane, Aaliyah's brother and mother, be involved. Timbaland and Missy should be involved. Eric Farrell, stylist, Derek Lee, they should definitely be involved. Fatima Robinson should be involved. Like, these are people that really worked with her. So they have a story to tell. They have their story to tell of her. It's a part of her career. They need to be involved. Another thing is, okay, for the actress, would y'all like it to be a famous actress, or would y'all like them to find a new talent? Last thing, the music. They need to get that together. We know it's not easy, but you can't have an Aaliyah movie with just her first album. Okay, we already know. Agent Nothing But a Number. Her first album, all that stuff, the first album, her debut, all the stuff with R. Kelly, blah, 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 right? We know that's going to be a part of it. That's a part of, unfortunately, that's a part of Aaliyah's story. You know, her debut, her beginning of her career. You can't have an Aaliyah movie and not mention that. That's just, it is what it is, you know. As a fan, we just got to accept that. But it's like, how would an Aaliyah movie look with 1/3 of her discography? You only gotta have Agent Nothing But a Number because that's the only songs that's on Spotify that y'all can use? No, we need 1 in a million. We need Aaliyah self-titled. You know, y'all want to throw in, you know, for the, you know, the last few scenes, y'all want to throw in some posthumous I Care For You songs, you know? We need them songs. We can't just have the Agent Nothing But a Number songs and her performing at the Oscars because that's the only real songs y'all can use. No. We need all of her discography in that movie. So they need to get that together. Get a good director that really knows what they're doing. Don't just bring in anybody, you know, like Wendy Williams. She just attached herself to the project because she was messy like that. She wanted to do this, do that, have a say in this and that to be messy because, you know, people. And then another thing is people was like, oh, how would Aaliyah's story even be told? Like, she didn't have no controversy, or, you know, after the R. Kelly, how much of her career is it really to be told? Blah, blah. Aaliyah has a really interesting life story. And if it's done in the right way, with the right people behind the scenes, it could be told accurately in the best way possible, you know? And not messy like the Lifetime movie. As far as like the audition process and casting, I feel like Rashad and Missy Timbaland, you know, all of them should be involved in the casting process. And I feel like they should find a new talent. Finding a known actress, I feel like that would take away from the Aaliyah movie because people would be focused on how is this famous actress going to do as Aaliyah? Like, remember when Zendaya was going to do Aaliyah and everybody was like, oh, everybody was up in arms about it? You know, one, because she don't really look, and you know, it was for good reason, and you know, because you know, her race and her skin tone, blah blah blah, right? But another thing is, if the person they choose to play Aaliyah is like famous, you know, A-list, B-list, C-list, whatever, if they have some type of fame, I feel like most of the attention would be on, oh, she don't look like her, oh, you know what I'm saying? It would be like, how is Zendaya going to perform as Aaliyah? It wouldn't be like, how is this? Oh, okay, discover a new talent. Nobody really knows who she is. She got to prove herself, you know? She had the looks, she had the moves, she had the acting talent. You know, you could tell she studied Aaliyah. She knows her mannerisms, blase, blase, right? If you have a famous actress, that's going to take away from them, because people just going to be looking at, oh, Zendaya, you know, it's going to take away from the movie. That's just an example. So I feel like they should find a new talent, and they should find a new talent and really hone in on that aspect of it, and you know, something raw, something fresh, to give people, you know, a new face, so she can prove herself and she can really tell the story without the distraction of a celebrity doing it, you know? Next, what platform do y'all think the movie should be on? I'm talking about, would you like it in theaters, or would you like it on Netflix or Hulu or BET to do it on, you know, another TV movie? For me personally, I feel like Netflix would be the best way to go. Reason being, all this stuff going on, we in the pandemic, right? Once this stuff clears, everybody got to realize, the movie industry got to realize, the movie industry in general, they got to realize it's not going to be the same. The movie theater industry is not going to be the same. People are not going to be rushing to go to the theaters like that, especially after all the stuff that's been going on. You know, they literally had to close the theaters for how long, and we don't know when this is going to be over because of all this stuff. So I feel like the movie theater market, that would kind of like bog it down, and that would like lessen its chances of really being successful. And another thing is, I'm gonna give you an example. Bohemian Rhapsody, right? That movie made over $700 million. That's about Freddie Mercury and Queen. If they was to release the Aaliyah movie in theaters, y'all really think that it would make over $700 million? Like, let's be for real. Like, we could be the biggest Aaliyah fans, but we know her legacy hasn't been kept up like it should have. It's to the point where it's like, in America she's known, internationally she's known, but it's like spotted. Certain areas is spotted, where it's like, they might know her over here, but over here they don't know her. Or you say, for example, in Spain, right? A few people might know her, but other people is like, who is that? Who is that? I don't. Who is she? Who is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, remember when her Mac collection came out? I really followed that to see how successful it was, and it was successful. It sold out in the first 20 minutes, but there was some like employees, you know, some Mac employees saying, like, girls and stuff was coming into the store like, who is that? Who is she? Oh, why she got a collection? Who is that? Or, you know, it wasn't really certain stores, it wasn't selling out like others. You know, in, you know, Times Square, it sold out. But somewhere in Kansas or whatever, it was kind of like selling slow because people didn't really know who she was, or, you know, the market, or people wasn't really familiar with her like that to want to buy a collection based on her. So that's the thing. Compared to as where Selena's was flying off the shelves, because Selena's legacy has been kept up. Selena's legacy has been, you know, if you didn't know who Selena was, you could easily go look at the movie and be like, wow, boom, look at her music, wow, boom. You know, she has all these different things. Her family has been keeping it up to where Selena is less questionable than Aaliyah. That's just the truth. That's the reality. Over the last 19 years, Aaliyah's family hasn't really been it's been the fans, you know? We know that, right?
My opinion, right? Okay. Now,
Netflix, it gives us a chance to really, we can look at it whenever we want. And it's like, okay, we already know it's going to be a big deal. Everybody going to be looking at it. People see it in the top 10. The more people look at it, you can look at it whenever you want. You can look at it as many times as you want. You go to the movies, that's a one-time thing. You're nobody going to want to keep going to the movies to see it. You go to the movies and see it, it's over, right? Netflix, you can always go back and look at it again, you know, post clips on it from Twitter, you know, it can go viral, that gets more attention to it. If it's done in the right way, you know, it's going to be a positive outcome. Instead of being a Twitter meme, it's going to be like, a Twitter celebration of how good the movie is. Because let's be for real. I want Aaliyah's movie. Aaliyah deserves a movie to be like Selena's. These movies that always come out on VH1, BET, and on cable in general, where you could look back at it 10, 20 years later and see how iconic it was, see how iconic the artist was, because of their career, because of what they built. Aaliyah deserves a movie like that. And you could say, oh, Selena movie came out in the theaters, Tina Turner movie came out in the theaters, the Biggie movie came out in the theaters, Tupac even had a movie that came out in the theaters. But in this new age, with Aaliyah specifically, I feel like Netflix would be, like if Netflix came out with an Aaliyah movie based on her life, that would be the better route to go. Specifically in her case. Many of, because it's been a lot of celebrity documentaries and movies based on celebrities' lives on Netflix, and they do pretty well. What do y'all think about that? What do you think about the overall question of would you like to see another Aaliyah movie, but this time it's done in the right way? Because to be honest, I don't even consider the first thing a movie. That was like a mockery. That was a travesty. That was a kindergarten project. I don't even consider that nothing. Do y'all want to see a new Aaliyah movie, or are y'all just over it at this point? And you just, you know Aaliyah for who she is? But for me, I feel like Aaliyah is in that caliber of artist that she passed early, but she still deserves a movie. She still deserves something for her legacy like that. That's done in a powerful way, in an accurate way, to where it extends her legacy. 10, 20 years later, 2042, the Aaliyah movie is coming on TV. This new real official Aaliyah movie is coming on TV. Even if it's a Netflix movie, TV channels can still pick it up. It can come on DVD, different things like that, where it shows how iconic she is. It tells the inspirational story of how she got started. It tells the inspirational story of her whole journey. You know what I'm saying? Aaliyah really deserves that. I wasn't making videos back then, but I am now. And this has been a topic that I always wondered what other Aaliyah fans thought, So let me know in the comments. Let's get this discussion going. What y'all would like to be implemented in the new Aaliyah movie, from the casting, who's behind the scenes, the music, everything like that. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can always see when I post. That little bell right there. Thank you for watching and listening. I really appreciate it. And I'll see y'all in the next video.